It's time.
Time to meet the women who make a living around fast cars.
Hello, ladies.
This is Women Take the Wheel.
Sit down, strap in, and turn on all you got.
Nikki Clark is taking you behind the scenes.
You're ready to win. Let me tell you, these cars, they get up and go pretty good.
Introducing you to women drivers, crew members, and fans of the racing world. Plus, Nikki is bringing you the latest racing news in Indiana and beyond.
We're going to bring it to you from the tower as they get ready to pull into the beam.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
All right, strap yourselves in.
Getting off the track and in your ears. This is Women Take the Wheel.
Come on, baby.
With your host,
Here we go.
Nikki Clark.
Hi, I'm Nikki Clark, your host for Women Take the Wheel here on the All Indiana Podcast Network. And on this episode, I take the show on the road to the NHRA Gatornationals in Gainesville, Florida. I had the chance to sit down with the runner-up in the top alcohol dragster class, Jackie Fricke. She explains how racing bonds her family together and when her competitive side really comes out. Stay tuned.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecasts, radar, and Indiana sports all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
So welcome to another edition of On the Road, Women Take the Wheel, and I'm here with Jackie Fricke, top alcohol driver. How are you doing?
Well, I could be better right now, but we just lost the final of the Gatornationals due to some mechanical difficulties on our car, but good weekend and good start to the season.
Yeah, you made it to the finals. That's a good thing. That's nothing
We made
to
it
cry about.
to the finals. Yes, it was a good weekend. The car was running flawless all weekend up until the final, and mechanical stuff definitely happens on these cars. It's unavoidable.
And I just want to point out, too, it was an all-female final.
It was, and Rachel, I absolutely love her. She's a great rising star. She's a bracket racer like I was before I started this, and still try to do every once in a while, and Rachel holds down a full-time job. She missed her first qualifying run because of her, having to work and not be able to get here on time. And good for her. If I was going to lose to anyone, I was super happy it was Rachel. She's a really good person, and she'll be really good for the sport in the class of top alcohol dragster.
That is great. Now, you said you bracket race. So when did you start driving a race car?
As soon as I got my driver's license, the very next weekend, I conned my sister Barb into letting me borrow her Grand Prix and started racing Street Eliminator at Maple Grove Raceway. A kind of fun fact is my first pass was down the right lane in her car, which is the same lane that I won my very first national event in.
Wow.
Alcohol dragster in the right lane. So
that is great. I love hearing stories about how people got started, because everybody I've been talking to are from such different backgrounds and how they found their passion when they started. 1 week after license, you're like, when did you get into racing? I mean, was it in your family blood or?
Okay, so my father races still to this day, 76 years old. He races 70 Super Pro at Maple Grove every week. I hope to be as good as him on the tree when I grow up one day. Him and my mother joined us here this weekend, which was really nice. My sister Amy and Tori were here, and Taylor's always cheering us on back at home. And my whole family there are 4 girls in my family. We either, Amy had her license before she had kids. Every other sister is married to a racer. Yeah, so, and my 2 nephews race. They just bought a dragster this year. And my 2 nieces, Taylor and Tori Iacono, race. They just added a dragster to their stables this year. Everybody's graduated out of juniors, and it keeps our family racing together. My hashtag that I put on everything is Family Racing Rocks. And if I didn't get to do this with my family, it wouldn't be half as fun. And it really keeps our family really close.
See, that's what I love. It's about family out here. I don't think people understand just how.
Nope.
And the thing I also love about NHRA is, like you said, there's so many different classes. So you guys are all racing together. You can all be racing together in the same weekend. Unlike other sports, IndyCar, NASCAR, where it's so exclusive. So it's you don't have the sportsmen.
At Indy, at Indy last year, we were fortunate enough to win the All-Stars. My 3 sisters were all there. Their husbands or children were all racing. It's like I said, it keeps our family together.
How many cars will be racing on a single weekend?
No, I remember one weekend at Maple Grove, telling between the junior dragsters and my brother-in-laws, and I said, look, going into the weekend, I said, and my husband races 2 cars, so, he doubles his entries. I said, look, between us all, we have 10 entries. If one of us doesn't get to the final, we're pretty much losers. Well, apparently my pep talk worked because we were fortunate enough to win. My husband Sean was fortunate enough to win, and my nephew Corey won. So I was like, okay, well, that pep talk, we should use that for every weekend.
Well, I joke about too, because the family sport thing too is if you go to Brainerd International Raceway, there's like an entire aisle of nothing but line family. Jason Line and his family. If you go to Indiana, the ships, I think, all have like a line. Columbus, you got all the Jegs cars. And now you guys got your own lane.
Yeah, and we're girls, so we all have different last names, so people don't actually realize that we're all related. But yes, all related and all definitely into racing.
And how many wins do you have as Mike?
I have no idea. I know that's. My husband Sean keeps track of all that stuff. I have no idea. I really
How many did you win last year?
We were in 7 finals.
Wow, that's
and
great.
I think we won 4 of them. I really focus on I'm probably the most competitive person you'll ever meet. When I put the helmet on, actually probably when I light the top bulb, because when I put the helmet on, I'm still a goofball. Like Tori took a picture of me today. She's rolling me up to the beams. She got out her cell phone and I went, hi, waved, and you can see my pink glove in the air waving to her. So until I turn on the top bulb, I'm, then I become probably the most competitive person in the world. And I really I enjoy the competition part of it, and I strive to be the best competitor I can, but also the best sportsman that I can. Like, to get out, I give myself until the wind light doesn't come on, and I get pushed off the track to say as many nasty things to myself or to the car as I can, and then after I really try to, bounce back, because it's a team effort, and the guys don't want to see you upset. They don't want to, when you lose, they've worked their butts off whether you win or you lose. We've had the same crew people on this team. I've been racing with John Fink for about 10 years now. And, people always ask me about Top Fuel. I don't want to go with Top Fuel. I would never leave this team. Yes, I would love to feel the speed, and Josh Hart winning today was so neat. I wanted to win with him because he sponsors both of my nieces. Bernie's is a big contributor. Josh and his wife Brittany have been so kind to my nieces, making it so they can be out here with us. And I told Josh at the end, I said, you give back to the sport. You're so good for the sport. And he waited a year for his debut for some, unforeseen circumstances. And I thought it was really cool that he got his first win on the first try.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And that's the thing I love when you bring that up with Josh and the alcohol family, because the thing I love is so just to people who aren't listening, Josh Hart just won in Top Fuel at his very first Top Fuel race at his home track. He won. He's previously raced in the Top Alcohol division. I bring him down here, and we couldn't get through the trailers without everybody in alcohol. They were so happy for him. The alcohol, you guys all support each other. You are all, when the trailers are open, and you guys are all family.
Yes. Big time we are. I have a couple people that I'm closer to than others. Josh, I'm so grateful to, like I said, because he helps my nieces be out here, and he's very good for the sport.
Yes.
And to see him move up, hell, I was just glad to see him get out of our class.
Yeah.
He's killer on the tree.
Yes.
And just very good for the sport. Really happy for him.
By the way, did you see what light he got for this?
I didn't.
It was a 0.26.
Oh my! Oh Josh!
Everybody's like, oh my god!
Good for him.
Yeah, which for in like motorcycle that would be kind of like slow, but for fuel that's unbelievably high. And now, you really in your racing floods into your business life too, because your business life is tell people about your business.
So I own a company called Accelerated Travel. I started this company when I was young and dumb at 18 years old.
Really?
Yes, I decided I wanted to open up my own business. Okay. I had worked for someone who I was going through college, and they yelled at me all the time. And I thought, I really don't want to be treated like that. I'm going to open up my own business. And I love to travel, and I opened up a travel agency, and it's been a great business. It allows me to travel in racing and promote my business throughout the racetrack, and be able to be flexible at the same time to be able to race.
That is nice. You can do it on the road.
Yes.
She saved me this week. I was supposed to do one thing, and then like 2 days before I got here, I'm like, Jackie, can you please help me? Do you have any rooms left? And she's like, no problem, over here. So Jackie to the rescue.
Accelerated Travel for all your travel needs.
Hey, that's what you're here for, is for the thing.
Yes.
Now, as you talk about your nieces and everybody races too, what advice did you give them, and what advice do you give to other girls who are getting into the sport?
One of my favorite things about this is the little kids that come up to the trailer, and whether it's racing or basketball, or my other niece plays professional basketball overseas, and my oldest niece Samantha does, and we're always kind of a family, just whatever your passion is in life, follow it, and nothing can keep you back. If you put your mind to it. And I was 6 years old. I tell this story all the time, and my nieces are like, stop telling that story. And I'm like, it really is. I was a kid at the fence, and I watched Top Alcohol Dragster. And I said, I'm going to drive one of them one day. I didn't know anyone who ran Top Alcohol Dragster. I didn't know anything about it. The first time I started with Tom Jones, I didn't even know you had to push in the clutch to start the car.
Oh, okay.
And I was about to make a run that night. So, but I stuck with it. I've been teamed up with some amazing people throughout the years. Tom Jones has since passed. Today marked the 13-year anniversary of the first Top Alcohol Dragster race that I competed at. John Fink won that race.
No kidding.
And so going into the final, I really wanted to win to commemorate that. Mm-hmm. John Fink gives us every amazing opportunity. This team wouldn't be possible without him. And so I really just tell people, follow your dreams. Don't ever give up. Don't let people tell you you can't. If you put your mind to it, absolutely anything's possible.
And that's kind of funny, because that's the
anything's possible
on the back of the wing. When you started alcohol, were there many female drivers?
There were a couple. There were the Harkers. There were a couple. I think, definitely there's more now.
Oh, yeah.
I think out of the top 6 qualifiers, 5, I don't know, maybe the top 8, 5 or 6 of them were women. So definitely more today than there was, but I started in a blower car, which they're hard to drive. So
Really?
much fun to drive. So much fun to drive, because you have to shift twice. And but my best car is the car that I have now, and my John Fink has become one of my best friends over the years. And like I said, if you have supportive family, my husband Sean, he's not like most people. Most people wouldn't say to their wife, hey, go travel 20 weekends a year and go spend money that seems obscene to follow your dreams. And without him, win, lose, or draw, I always have a nice text message waiting for me at the end of the track, and I'm really fortunate with all the people around me.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and tell people where they can follow you on social media.
follow Accelerated Travel. That would help more.
Yes,
but
yes.
Fink Racing is all of our social media stuff on Instagram and
Taylor has the other ones too, so
Taylor and
'Cause she
Tori
has your-
do an absolutely amazing job. We were going to hire somebody for social media because I stink at it. And they both do such a phenomenal job.
They do an amazing job.
Yeah, I do not. I don't know how to put anything on social media. I don't care to learn. If Tori would stop the Scare Aunt Jackie, that might be a little easier on my heart.
I've seen those.
Yeah, the hashtag Scare Aunt Jackie is really funny because I'm really jumpy. But anyway, follow Fink Racing on everything. And I do want to thank NGK and Lucas Oil for really, keeping us out there and contributing a huge amount to our team. It's really, they're both great companies, and we've used their stuff forever, and now we've teamed up to promote them. John Fink and Fink Equipment have become a distributor for the East Coast for all of their big industrial needs. So we definitely believe in the people that support us, and obviously enough to become distributors for them.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much again.
Thank
and
you.
Good luck at the next race.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Thank you again for listening. I'm Nikki Clark, and this is Women Take the Wheel. Be sure to connect and follow on Facebook when you search the Women Take the Wheel podcast. And be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast right now on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is Women Take the Wheel with Nikki Clark. Follow and subscribe to this podcast now and discover even more great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com. allindianapodcastnetwork.com.